me if you hear me. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Ballpark Academy. We are here live at the Center of Excellence Ballpark, where the beginning of the inaugural GA Super Cup is about to kick off. The countdown is over. It's done and over with. We are heading straight into the action. We're going to get right away to our Star Wars Steelers head coach, Mr. Brian St. Louis. He's going to have a word with him, how he's going to line up his team for the first game of the GA Super Cup. Welcome, Mr. St. Louis.
Welcome. Thanks for having me here, Mr. Williams, and to the GA Cup management.
All right, I know as we get right into it, I want to ask you, how is your team going to line up for the first encounter? The atmosphere is buzzing here at the Center of Excellence. I know you're a man, you're one for the crowd person. So give us a few words and let us know how it's going to go down today.
Yeah, well, today we're lining up in a 3-4-3 formation. And based on the players available, we felt that was best suited for the game today. And hopefully, I can live up to all my big match, pre-match acquisition.
For those of you all that missed it, the big guy here said that he's gonna go 3-0 comfortably here. So a lot is left on his big broad shoulders here this afternoon. Moving on to your play, a player to look forward to is definitely the one, Mr. Kerry Daniel Calvo, as he's formerly known on the streets of the footballing world. Give us a little insight. Do you think he's going to lead from the front this afternoon?
Well, Calvo, as he's better known, always leads from the front. So I have no problems with him. I'm sure the coach here have a hard selection and time. Probably will mark him because they know that he's messing Trinidad and Tobago in our community. So.
All right, then. So there you have it. I want to say thanks to you and all the best to your team moving forward. So there you have it. The big guy from the Star Wars Steelers. We're moving along for the Western Eagles here. We have Mr. Alistair Ramdu. This is going to be Mr. Alistair Ramdu. Welcome to the GA Super Cup. Right, I want to say thank you for being part of this, part and parcel of this thing. Give us a little insight on how the Western Eagles are going to be lining up this afternoon.
We're going to be lining up 4-2-3-1.
Oh, this is a tactical thing here coming from deep in the hands of the Premier League here. I guess this is some. So give us some, other than your big-time goalkeeper who's a Trinidad and Tobago futsal goalkeeper, give us an outfielder that we can definitely look forward to.
Well, we have, of course, Samuel Delis. Right, we have Karim Batis. Right, he's been in the back and Akimash. They are more or less the main players that the team is built.
So any youngsters we want to put an eye on?
Yeah, we have a young guy named Jalen John, exciting, and can't wait to put him on.
All right. So this is a case of David and Goliath. As you can see, the height differences between the two coaches here as we kick off the inaugural GA Super Cup here. Any closing words? I mean, we have some strong post pre-match commentary here. The coach said he's going to go 3-0. I think you're going to beg to differ, right?
I ain't beg to differ because after 3 is 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, well said. So we are in for a cracker this afternoon here. We head back up to our commentators here, Mr. Medina, who's going to take you through the rest of the game. Over out.
And we have greeted the players right now with Dr. Alexander, one of the league commissioners.
No, I ain't get no message. We can call back Ricky and ask him where he is. Where he is? Yeah, I thought I was together.
So we have Sawa Steelers.
Yeah, I see him. Back him up. I sent the excellent. Where he is? So what time you coming up here? I will let him meet you. Well, meet me center excellent. I start the football here, but you can meet me. I'll let him come meet you. And them boy, them gambling by the body. I hear till about 10 o'clock, them fellas gambling. Practice, I bring practice to play in the gamble every day by socks bar. Practice and see all food after they gamble on a Sunday, they gambling jack by the bar now. They're playing jack on and them by the bar. Now be minding football here, practice and school boy and partners. But I tell you that yesterday every Sunday. I tell you, look, I'm Darwin and every fella who I played with yesterday. Call him now. If you're coming up. But yeah, I next
Please stand for the national anthem.
Words from unity in the voice of hope and prayer. With boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare. Side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea, this unnamed land. We pledge our lives to thee, ere every queen is find equal place, and may God bless our nation, ere every queen is find equal place, and may God bless our nation.
And we are in the Marvin Lee Stadium this evening, Sunday evening. Beautiful day. It is blue skies, gentle breeze. My name is Renwin Medina, and I'll be doing the commentary for you today. We have a fantastic game here. Sour Steelers in black, Western Eagles in orange. I'm definitely going to be looking forward to seeing Glenn Walker dazzle some of the Steelers players. And we are off. And I know you'll be hearing some rhythm section. Definitely have a vibe here in the Marvin Lee Stadium. Most definitely. I have a little bounce myself. And it's the Western Eagle on the left flank, left back. Elcock plays into the number 6, Kareem Baptiste. Now the center back. Spreading it across. Western Eagles here, getting a little bounce with the rhythm section, having some possession here, and most definitely. The Marvin Lee Stadium is electric today, I must say. And now they're all the way coming across to number 18 now, Joshua Schoon. Such a fantastic center defensive midfielder is Joshua Schoon. Played for QRC. Multiple of the intercall games. Definitely a player to watch here, Joshua Schoon. But now we have the Steelers finally having some possession here of the ball. And a long throw forward. Number 19, he's on the right flank. And he still has it here, the number 19. He plays a through ball to Kerry Daniel. Is he going to? The ball just wouldn't stick on his foot. Kerry Daniel have it again. Plays it on the inside, but good defending and kick out there by Kareem Baptiste. Now it's all the way on the left flank. Steelers have some possession, but good interception there. And now the Western Eagles are going to control it. Joshua Schoon on it now. He plays a brilliant ball to the number 12. And Springer, he's driving forward. He plays it in. He gets a 1-2 whack. Springer, is he going to cut inside? He swings it in his left foot, but good defending there again. And Springer, is he held off? The referee says play on. We obviously accompanied here by Keelan, the referee there today. Hasn't blown much. He has let the game run smoothly. No interruptions. And it's definitely going to the rhythm section here. And now Joshua Schoon with a 1-2. The referee interrupted it and he had to blow. Most definitely. He had to call it back. I'm not lying to you, it's definitely electric here in the Marvelly Stadium. This is Gateway Athletics, the JA Super Cup, if I didn't mention. It's definitely electric here in the Marvelly. And now Steelers finally having some possession. Plays it all the way across to number 14, Ezekiel. And now he's on the right flank, the number 19. Isaac, is he going to beat him? But good defending there by the number 12 Springer, Ozasi Springer. He definitely has a zas, a little step in him. So that was a little bit more control there from the number 9. Should have done there a little better. Charles, a long throw forward now. And then the number 5, he has it center of the pitch. He swings it across to the right flank. And he has time and space to number 3. That's Kareem Young. Plays it now to Springer, that's the brothers. We have Okichi Springer and Ozasi Springer here. The brothers showing that they have reason to be on the side on a long ball now. To the number 2, Elcock. But I think he put a little oof on that ball there. I think he could have hold back a little bit and build the play a little bit there. Elcock. But at least now the ball is deep in the Samoa Steelers half. And he throws it in there. And now, is he going to have a spank long? Tries to. Joshua Schoon with a long ball in. And good interception there. Wonderful interception there by Kieran Matthews. And now he has time and space. Kerry Daniel, he's going to build the plays. And that was definitely promising from him. And like, showed almost a Garrett Bale sort of speed there. With a blast of pace. Now Jaden Prowse plays it all the way to the left back. Left back to the back of the keeper, Andrew. He's thinking it to go long. Drops it short to Pope. Pope takes on his lad and plays it now to the left flank. Left wing position. It's a wonderful ball forward and knocks it in there. And that was good defending there by the Western Eagle, and now they're going to counter-attack. The number 17, he's trying to do something special there, Joel. But he lost out on it, and now Carey can drive with his close touch. And that's a wonderful true ball. I don't know if that was offside. Miss Fleming kept the flag down, so I'm saying it's onside. And some of the Western Eagle defenders upset with each other because they think they should be doing better in the back there. This lad, Ryan Phillip, I've been given a couple of chances to drive at his counterpart. And he's giving it here now. Ryan Phillips, is he going to drive at him? Is that a foul? Backer says no. That ball was played forward to no avail, and Quincy Andrews now can pick it up. And he plays it now to Ezekiel. Ezekiel spreads it to the number 9, Charles. Charles back to Ezekiel now. He has time and space to bounce it around, and that's what he does. Long pass forward. Is he going to go forward at everyone? He beats 1, he beats 2. That's very composed play there by the Western Eagle defenders, followed by the clearance. Joshua Schoon pressing hard. I like the high press. He's urging his players to high press this Steelers side. Now again, time and space for Phillips. Is he going to drop forward? We have overlap and run. Plays to number 5. Matthews, is he going to swing it in? He swings it in to Matthews, but wonderful goalkeeping there by Kern Caesar. And he rolls it out to Joshua Schoon, and the counter-attack immediately starts. Is he going to catch it? Yeah, he does. Wonderful, sexy play there by the number 6, Kareem Baptiste, but he was a little bit upset with his own player there. And now we have a counter-attack, and he swings it in. Is it going to be something dangerous? Kern had to come out. A little lackadaisical there by Joshua Schoon, and what a swing in there. Is he going to have a shot? Ooh, just over the bar by Ryan Phillips, and he holds his face in disbelief. I think he should have done better there. I don't know if there was a clatter in between the goalkeeper and player there. And the referee Keelan is calling for medical attention. It's not a good sight. We just have about 10 minutes played here. And we have one of our keepers down. That's not a good sight at all here for Kern Caesar. But we have a full Marvin Lee Stadium today, I can tell you that most certainly. We have a rhythm section. I've been bouncing here in the commentary box. It's good to see after 2 years that, you know, we could come out and finally have a look at Trinidad's greatest talents in football, that is. And some of the coaches from the both sides trying to instill some tactical geniusity into some of the players. Brian St. Louis, the coach of Steelers, and Alistair, he doing adding some tactical genius into the Western Eagle players. And the referee blows for the game to continue back. And we are deep in the Western Eagles half. And Kern Caesar, he has been injured, but I think good medical attention came to his avail, and he's back on his feet. That's a hand clap. That's a good clap. I think Kareem Baptiste, his teammate, Ozasi, not on the same wavelength there. But Ozasi pressing a little too much for Keelan's approval. Blows for the infringement. Now Steelers is on it. Kareem, good bouncing around here. We have the number 6. He plays it. Collects it back now. Kraus. Spreads it all the way across to Pascal. And they have a little bounce here. He tries to play a true ball, but good interception by Kareem Baptiste, and he plays it now to Ozasi. Ozasi tries to play to Schoon, and Schoon eventually was able to get a handle on it there. And Western Eagle, I must say, a side that have had possession, have controlled the game for the first 20 minutes thus far. I think the game started off well thus far as well. We haven't had any direct chances on any of the keepers, but it's definitely some entertaining stuff here at the Marvin Lee Stadium. And good drop of the shoulder from the right wing. And he plays the ball right across beautifully to Elcock, and he has time and space to give Kerry Baptiste. Baptiste asking for it here, but Joshua Schoon not seeing him. Now, this is Glenn Walker and Kareem Baptiste. Now he has the space to run. And is he going to do something special? He plays it in one time to Ozasi. Ooh, a little shaky defending here. And now the Steelers have some possession to counter-attack on the Western Eagles. Woo! That's beautiful skill there, but Kareem Baptiste, his speed is just off the charts. Put it on. Pressure on his keeper there, Kareem, by playing the shot to Kern, but Kern double it up. And now Phillips plays it back to Prowse. Prowse have been having some sort of control over the game. And that's what we like to see. And now Pascal on it now. Plays it to Isaac. Isaac is going to take on Ozasi. He plays a beautiful inside ball to Charles. Charles tries to swing it in, but I think it was swinged into no avail. None of his teammates was running in to at least get a touch on it there. And we have an immediate kickoff. It looks as Kareem Baptiste is playing left back. I think that was a tactical change there by the coach, Alistair. Oh, that's beautiful from Joshua Skinner. That's a drop of the shoulder. Some of the players are asking for it. And now Isaac, is he going to take on his lad? He's very skillful, that lad here. Wonderful thing. And now we're going to have a shot by Phillips. That's not too handsome there from Phillips. I think he could have at least tested the keeper there, Kern Caesar. At least test Caesar. Let him tip it over the bar. That was a wonderful position. I think he could have done better there, Phillips, Ryan Phillips. And now Joshua Schoon is on it, and Azasi asking for a long ball. A little lackadaisical again there, Joshua Schoon. He normally doesn't look like that. He's always alert. I know him because I play with him in QRC actually. At least I should say I trained with him. I didn't play intercall with him. I think I've seen some of the frustration from the Eagles. Akemash insisting that some of his teammates push up, make greater effort so that they could at least put something on the... Ozasi has a lot of time and space, but the ball was a little bit premature and a little bit short. And that's wonderful advanced reading there from the Steelers defenders. Now Kerry Daniel, he's on it now. He plays it to Prowse. And the Steelers having a little bit of possession in the back, having the ball themselves. They're telling the Eagles that it's not you alone could have some possession for 90 periods of time. And clearly you could see the high press ease up there by the Western Eagle. They're more shaped up, they're more compact. But Isaac has time and space. Is he going to drive at his players? He drops it in for Prowse. Prowse back to Isaac. But that was a poor touch there, and that was wonderfully defended there by Springer, Okichi Springer. Wonderful cut back there. Wonderful skill by Kaleem Young. And that gives space for him to swing it in. And he plays it on top. Is he going to have a shot? He cuts inside. And Ozasi! Ozasi came in. The ball trickled, fortunately, his way. And he tried to bend it in the right corner there. But wonderful block by the Steelers right back. It looks as though Shaki Long is going to swing this one into the opposition's box. And he gives a signal. Swinged it in, but a little disappointing there. I don't know if that was what was worked on the training ground, but definitely would have made a teammates a bit disappointed with that effort. But Kerry Daniel leads the attack. And now Prowse, is he going to play Phillips? Plays it beautifully to Phillips. Is he going to take on his lad? Is he going to drop his shoulder? Is he going to have a shot? And I think he made the wrong decision. I think he should have spanked it there, Phillips. And this lad Walker from the Eagles is definitely a player to watch. His right foot is penetrating. Most definitely. And Ozasi. Springer. Back to Schoon. Schoon now to Elcock. Elcock now to Baptiste. Baptiste to Ash. That's the center back for Eagles. And he plays a long ball. And I think the keeper is making a mistake by coming out so early. Actually, it wasn't a wrong decision. It turned out to be wonderful thinking and my wrong interpretation there from Kwesi Andrews. Coming out spot on time. Almost reminded me of Emmanuel Neuer. If you guys know who I'm talking about from Bayern Munich. But as the ball goes and we get the ball that was kicked out from Andrews, it's definitely very exciting here in the Marvin Lee Stadium. We got the rhythm section. And I don't know if you know, this tournament, the GA Super Cup, is sponsored by OCA Fashions. Definitely, we'll be looking to get some of their merchandise after this. We have a double header today, and if you don't know too as well, so we have a long night. I don't think you guys should come out of your seats anytime soon, because the environment is electric here in the Marvin Lee. And wonderful chop with the shoulder. Is he going to swing it in? Wonderful defended by Kerry. Actually not. And this is going to be the first goal. Oh, the keeper. Wonderful into last-ditch tackle there from the Eagles defender. That's last ditch for you. I don't know if you may know, but now Carey plays it all the way to the number 4. Pope, he has time and space, Pope. Kerry Daniel, he's holding up the play a bit. Being patient. Showing that every time you don't need to rush the play. And this is Pascal. Is he going to play to Isaac? Isaac is heavily manned by his defender. But smart play by Pascal there into Prowse. Long ball. Sorry for me being absent for a bit. Had a bit of a technical interruption there. But we are back. Most definitely. I must say, after the first 30, 25 minutes of the game, the pace has slowed down a bit. And I think that's from the technical genius. But now we have a little flick of the ball by Ozasi, but Prowse read it. Kerry Andrew, and now he has Simon Space to run forward. He's going to drop back. But that's a true ball. And then Charles going to get on to it. No, he doesn't. I think Charles should have slid in there at least. Try to get his foot on it. But couldn't see Caesar. He doubled that one up. And I have some good news for you. I have to introduce you to my co-commentator, Liu. Liu Chin. You've been so good, but oh, that was just off target there by Ozasi.
Yes,
Off target
Renwin.
there, that wasn't so good, but yes, Liu.
Yes,
Definitely a
Renwin.
pleasure to see you here at the Marble. How it is? It's definitely electric here, Liu.
It is definitely electric. As I came into the stadium, I heard the rhythm section pounding in my ears, and seems to be a great affair between these two teams.
And that's brilliant skill by Prowse. Is he pulling him? Keelan, the referee Keelan Barkas wasn't having that. I think the player is actually down injured there. Not a good sight to see, but Liu, it's definitely been a pleasure to introduce you here. I think you should let everyone know who you are. Co-commentator Liu.
Well, I am a co-commentator here for you, Renwin. Not for you, but for everybody here. Just coming into the game here, had a bit of a sticky one coming off the road, and unforeseen circumstances, but definitely excited to get into the game here, Renwin.
And I don't know if the referee denied that infringement there, but Isaac. That's a poor touch, and Ozasi could pounce on it. Wonderful flick of the foot there. And now we have Olichi with a shot. Okichi, that was a little bit wide there from Okichi Springer. I think he could have done better there, Liu.
Well, I think it was a bit too optimistic there from Springer. I mean, he did have the space to shoot, but it's not all the time that you're going to drive from all there, and I think he just got his technique right, and at the end it was well wide of the post.
Yeah, I think he should bounce it around a little more. But optimism isn't always bad. I think that's too optimistic, Liu.
Definitely.
But no one is tackling Pascal. He drived about a whole mile. Prowse on it now. He plays it all the way to the left wing, the left back position. As a matter of fact, and Carey with a close touch, but he lost out on it from the. And now Joshua Schoon. Brilliant play, brilliant calm play to Elcock. Elcock to Clean Caesar, the keeper for the Eagles. And we have some celebrities in the fans as well. Most definitely, we have to make some mention to Odetta Alexander, the league commissioner, for bracing us with a presence here today at the Marvin Lee J Super Cup opening match. And Ozasi plays it. Oh, the drop of the shoulder, and is he going to spank it with a left foot? No. And Baptiste eventually spanked it with his left foot, but wonderful defending there by Pascal.
It was a decent effort there, and I think that the strike came in, but it's a good block again. I don't think it would have troubled the keeper there, but at the end, it's a corner and an opportunity here.
Most definitely, you Western Eagles have been knocking on Steelers' door a couple of times. They said, knock, knock, who's there? A couple of times, Liu. And Baptiste with his wet left foot outswinger. And is he going to have it? He doesn't. And Phillips play to Carey Daniels. And he plays a long ball all the way across. I think that's Isaac, actually. He looks like he swapped wings from the right wing to the left wing. And and Phillips now on the right wing. This is interesting here from the Steelers. I think that's direct command from Bryant St. Louis, the coach.
Well, Redmond,
There, Liu.
I think that was a bit disappointing there. Philip was looking across the whole line of defense there. A bit careless of him to get offside, but a very decent run and a good opportunity there for a counter-attack. You hope to see that Philip could use some more of his pace to get in behind, but time has run just a little better. Give them an opportunity to put some pressure.
I must mention the line's woman, Prudence Fleming, showing her craft in the JA lineswoman appointment. But Prowse, that's number 6 Prowse. He's very well orchestrated, I must say. He hasn't done much wrong, Prowse. And I like the looks of him. He comes and he calls for it and he gets it and he bunks it around. He will be the heart, most definitely, for the Western Eagle counter-attack. Or I should say Steelers, my pardons. But good one, too. That was a bit too much there from...
And you mentioned the heartbeat role that those midfielders play in this team, and you would think that for the Sawa Steelers it's going to be so important because so many times midfielders, deep line especially, are so underrated, undervalued, highlighted in these teams when sometimes they really are the ones that make it tick for some of these teams.
Most definitely Liu. And Joshua Schoon is one to watch as well for the Western Eagles. Former KRC Intercal player he is. He has the bluebird in him. But Prowse says he's going to conjure up something here. He does, and now it's Isaac. And is he going to spank it with his left foot? He does. He actually swings it across. I don't know if that was the right decision, but it's still another bite of the cherry here. Steelers and Phillips swings it in, and oh, is somebody going to bite it? Yes, he does. But that was very disappointing there by Prowse. Well, that's exciting stuff, most definitely, from the Steelers. Liu.
Very good attack there from the Sawa Steelers. It was a decent ball across the face of the goal. I just think that there was nobody in there. The hunger wasn't there from the boys from Sawa to get it in the back of the net. Philip, in the end, allowing himself to get in a decent cross, but Perrault just wasn't able to get the connection he wanted to launch it into the top corner.
And now it's and Baptiste plays it to Walker. Walker drops a bit. He's a striker, and he nearly got through forward, nearly have passed the Steelers defense there. But I think Glenn Walker, he's definitely the player to watch again, too, striker for Eagles. And I see him dropping short to get involved a little bit more, but I was just a little bit long on the long side by Shaki Long, ironically. Pascal, he has Phillips, and is Phillips going to drive at Baptiste? Baptiste has space, so he has to be careful as to what he chooses. Is he going to swing it in? He chooses the swing decision, but couldn't Caesar.
Again, I think, Renman, that was a decent ball in from Phillips. Just nobody there in the middle to really attack it and get that finishing touch. I think Sawa Steelers need a little more hunger if they really want to get the ball in back of the net. But there's a decent run and decent swinging ball in there from Philip.
I think that's a direct result of Charles. I think Charles should be piercing into the Eagles box a bit more. And Phillips here, it's a wonderful sight to see Fleming's lines down, and he tries to swing it in, but to the disappointment of everyone here in the Marvin Lee Stadium, you could hear it all the way up in the commentary box. The disappointment there from that swing ball by Phillips. I think he should have done better. He should have wrapped his foot around it a little bit more, Leo.
Yeah, and again, we see Philip getting in. He seems to be a danger man here for the Sawa Steelers, and they would be looking to get the ball into him a little more because he does seem to have some pace and some quality. You didn't see it there. But if he does get his technique right, it could be pressure here for Western Eagles, Renwin.
And now we have time, and so is he going to have a shot? Now he plays it short. And he takes his time, and he plays it all the way towards Assi. Well, this time the linesman on the other side falling for an offside, and rightfully so. And Pascal He's going to run forward. He cuts back. And as I see, and Prowse again coming and showing for it, coming and creating the play from the CDM position. He's very, very intelligent, Prowse.
And you did mention him, Renwin, earlier on, not too long ago, and you see him just getting into those positions. They're keeping possession, keeping that ticking hands on the clock, if you want to put it that way. The heartbeat, as you rightfully said, is the number 6 for the Sawa Steelers. So we'll see how his impact on the game affects the Sawa Steelers.
Eagles. They have it back here now, and Baptiste, the left back. They have been roaming a bit. Sometimes he would be in the left center back position, and then sometimes he's been given the freedom to run down the flanks, and I think that's as a direct command from Alistair. That's his coaching philosophy, obviously. Oh, that's brilliant there from Phillips. And Phillips is he going to go forward? He cuts back and plays the safe game to Pascal. And Kerry Daniel, Prowse, back to Kerry Daniel. Oh, that was just on the wrong side. And Shaquille Long has it now. He plays it to Glenn Walker. And now the right wing is driving forward. And he has a lot of space and time here. Is he going to swing it in? He cuts back. And wonderful. Actually, the referee spotted a hands infringement there. And we have about 5 of the Eagles attackers in the Steelers box. And I think something dangerous could happen here. I'm feeling it. He swings it in and goes up. Shaquille Long on a volley. I was a bit optimistic again for me. Not saying he doesn't have the skill. That's very difficult technique to master, Liu. I prefer you kick it around.
It is very difficult technique, but I think sometimes players, when they see the ball line up a certain way, it's so difficult. It's so enticing sometimes when you see that ball just line up perfectly for you to just strike it. But as you rightfully said, the technique is so difficult, and he didn't get it right there and wasn't able to get a shot on target.
And Charles with a beautiful ball to Phillips. Phillips going to drive at Baptiste. But Baptiste has speed, so I wouldn't advise him do that. And he plays it to Prowse.
I've been impressed with some of the passing that the Sawa Steelers have put together. I think, as you rightfully said, Perrauz, I know we've spoken about him a lot, but players all around the pitch, even into the wing backs and the centre backs, have been good play there from the Steelers. But on the contrary for the Western Eagles, as the ball went out of play there off of Kareem Batiste.
Steelers on it again here, and Prowse again. No, actually, it's not Prowse. So accustomed calling his name. That ball was to no avail there. Definitely to the disappointment of the Steelers players. Kieran Matthews there with a wayward pass. But Liu, how do you think the game panned out thus far?
Well, I think it's been decent. I think the Western Eagles have had a few more of the opportunities that were really a bit threatening. We've seen shots coming from deep in the midfield of the Western Eagles, but nothing too threatening as yet. As I said earlier, I've been impressed with some of the passing of the Sawa Steelers. This man on the ball here has been good. Just keeping it in the midfield, keeping possession, which is so important. But you would think that with so much possession, you want to create a little more chances. I think this man on the ball here as well, Philip, has been excellent. And I think he's going to be the danger man going forward and showing some of his skills there already.
Most definitely you. And Ozasi trying to rebuild Eagles play. They're not necessarily wanting to counter-attack. They want to keep it and bounce it around, and it has been working out for them. I think just need a little bit more quality chances from the Eagles. Their chances hasn't been of the highest quality, even though they have a lot of possession of it. And that pass was a bit wayward there. But Prowse. Oh, that's wonderful reader play by Ozasi. And he plays it along. Long to Ash. Wonderful interception, and he should play it to Isaac, and Isaac could drive. He has Charles in support. He has Carey again on the next side. But Prowse acts face and he gets it. Now Carey Daniel, is Isaac offside? Yes, he is. Most definitely. That's to tell you how far he was offside there. I could have seen it from the commentary box.
But again, a little better there from the Steelers, looking to get that forward pass into the striker. Just mistimed his run there a little bit, did Jaden Charles, but you think that if they do get to measure it up a little bit, Jaden Charles seems to have some pace, and if he does get in there, it could be problems for the Western Eagles defense. They are playing a very high line, and they don't want to get caught out in that. So many times we see teams, pacey players beating those high lines of defense, and I think the Steelers, if they recognize that, can really use that to their advantage. I
must say Ozasi just hasn't had that wavelength with Baptiste. They haven't been clicking like they should. And normally how I see in the training ground. They might have to work on that. But Pascal, is he?
think he's...
There. The referee said no. And now Walker plays it to Isaac Long. Is that a long touch? No, it's not. And now he's on the right wing. He has time and space, and that's a brilliant ball. And the linesman, I think that was a little bit tight for me there, Lee. That one was a little close.
Did look very tight, but the offside calls have hurt both teams, because there would have been opportunities if they were able to stay on side.
And we have 40 minutes into the first half here, Lee, and we have chances, no clear-cut chances. But we definitely had some exciting stuff here in the JS Super Cup opening match.
I think both teams coming down to the end of this first half here. We just need to settle it, just build a small rhythm going into the halftime. Regroup, not do anything too risky. You don't want to concede any careless goals going into that half and give the managers anything else to think about.
Philip's here on it now. I think he should drive at him, and I think the better decision was to drive there, but good long forward pass to Isaac, putting some pressure on Ash, the centre back. That's a wonderful kick out there by Baptiste. He have been showing his ability as well here today, his speed most definitely. Guard Bale like Liu. Wonderful 1-2 stuff by Prowse, and Pascal mistook the referee there for one of his players.
I think Pascal thought he would have seen Philip running down the wing, but Philip was completely on the other side of him. But as I was saying earlier, they don't want to do anything too risky. Philip tucking inside, looking for something different. He's been running down the wing for most of the half and probably just trying to switch it up a bit. But as you rightfully said, they weren't on the right wavelength there. And possession back over to the Western Eagles.
Joshua Schoon calms it down a bit, and Baptiste sends up a long clearance forward. And Prowse. He plays like James Ward Prowse, actually. Prowse.
That's high praise, Renwin. Excellent players. James Ward-Prowse actually got himself on the score sheet today for his team with a beautiful free kick. Maybe Prowse on this field here might be able to do the same for his team on the Sawa Steelers.
Definitely a player to watch in this J Super Cup because he might necessarily be on the one on the score sheet, but he's going to be the one creating or building the plays. But now, Ozasi on it, plays it to Schoon. And now all the way back to Kern Caesar. Kern Caesar plays it all the way to the left flank. Joel now to Ash. Ash to Joshua Schoon, the center defensive midfielder. And now Elcock, I think he has some time and space. Ah, good flick there by Ozasi, and Elcock plays a long ball, and it's telling there. And the linesman spotted an infringement, so rightfully Keelan Barker's obligated to call that one. But Baptiste, he says, he calms the play. Look at the speed of Baptiste. Look at this here. Garrett Bale like here, Baptiste. And he has a shot. Well, that one was definitely a player to watch here, Baptiste. That electric pace he has.
Yeah, very much.
Scintillating.
Very much Gareth Bale-like indeed. I mean, the pace that he went forward with there, the strike just didn't really trouble the keeper too much, but definitely some signs of what he can cause here. Interested to see his role in the second half, and if he can add some more creativity to the final third here of the Western Eagles. I think the Sawa Steelers need to be mindful of him because that looked very dangerous, Renwin.
Most definitely. And now we have Walker, Glenn Walker. His left foot is dangerous, but didn't get a chance to let go the throttle there. And now Prowse to Kerry Daniel. Kerry to Pope. Pope back to Prowse. Prowse to Javon. He has support on the right flank, and that's Pascal. Pascal to Philip. Philip cuts inside, but I think he's good hold off, good shrug off of the defender. And Steelers trying to build it here, Liu now.
Definitely. I think for the most part of the first half, the game has been in the balance. Both teams have showed signs of some sort of threat, a lot of possession, a lot of battling in the midfield. And I guess the Steelers just trying to manage the game a little bit, even though it's not close to the end. Just trying to play it safe, if you will, going into the halftime. Give their coach something to build on. Get those possession stats up.
Pascal, I must say, and that's it. I'm now going to mention Leo, the Western Eagles side. I can see some of the Steelers players trying to find a pass that will break that Western Eagles defense, but it looks like it's to no avail because they were just boxing out almost like a chess match out there, Leo.
Opportunity here for the Western Eagles to get the ball in the box, and it is going to be Batiste to swing it in. Can he conjure up something here and put some pressure on the Steelers' defense?
I think that head out wasn't necessarily good for Steelers.
Tell you what, though,
Kalim Young could have swinged it in a bit earlier there for me.
it was a decent ball from Kareem Batiste. Very flat in there. Opportunity to attack, but nobody was there once again. I think both teams have lacked some fire in the final third, Renwin.
Yes, most definitely. Quality in the final third is what's missing for both teams for me. I would say more for the Eagles because they have been pressing it just a bit more for me. They've been knocking it on the door a bit more for me. But with corners like that, it's always disappointing. And that's the blow of the first half. We are in the Marvin Lee Stadium, and we had a rhythm section to start off the first half, and it made here very electric. Even though we didn't have much quality in the in the final third, Leo. It's definitely promising signs from both teams.
Yeah, definitely a well-poised game, as we said. The game is pretty much in the balance. Both teams showing that they do have some stars in the midst, the likes of Philip on the Sawa Steelers, as well as Kareem Batiste, who showed some of his pace and strength and even his technical ability on that last free kick that we saw there. So definitely the coaches do have some things that they can tell their players, something that they could use going into the second half. And I think that he will be coming out all guns blazing in the second half, because usually in the opening matches of tournaments, you really want to stamp your, seal on a tournament. Show the other teams what you're made of rather than giving them a weak first impression.
And I think that would be the intention of both Brian and Alice, to the coaches. Both, but it's definitely been a good first half here, and I'm looking forward to the second half here. So don't move out of your seats, everyone. I say just get a bag of popcorn or get the chips, because it's electrifying here in the Marvin. We'll be back after this short commercial break.
My name is Daryl Williams, Communications Officer on behalf of Gateway Athletics International. We cordially invite you to our 2022 launch and player draft for our highly anticipated GA Super Cup 2022.
As one of the two female commissioners in a traditionally male-dominated and administered sport, I would like to spend a few moments looking at two very small and simple words. Those words are hopes and dreams.
This Super Cup will act as a conduit for national recruitment. Through this process, we will incorporate
I can sing this one. I know this one. Sing this one. I know this one. Yeah. That was the Vibes Rhythm Band. All right. I need 3 football fans from any stands. Kids, women, mostly kids, women. Because I feel like the men could do it. So that is why I don't want to choose any men. Don't let me choose you by name, please. Okay, so who's a football fan in the stands that could do something for me? They could just come. I hear they saying me now, just walk and pick you. Just come fast. You don't have much time, come fast, come. Anybody from Rite I need one person from Rite in this corner right here in black. I just need somebody that want to do something fast, a lady or a kid. You come. Now you come, seriously, come. Come and do it too early, come. Come and do it fast. Easy money. It's for money. It's for money, come fast. You will get money, trust me. If one person come, they will just have to do it. You can do it? You can do it? What's your name? Jabari what?
Jabari. Hanawi.
Jabari, so Jabari alone, but Jabari have no competition. Jabari is a child. Alright, I'll take a man. Come now, come. You come. Now come now fast, serious, come. Too early, go do it. Right, come. Nice. No, serious, come fast. It's for money, you know, you ain't doing it for free. Well, you had a window. You can't beat a child in this. Come now. You mind if I take one of these balls here? Pause. All right, go with that one. If you do this wrong, you know, I don't win any money, Jabari. You gotta get it right. No, I must ask your name. So here we're going to do, right? I wonder if you could. Let me see. From here. Have I played football before? Have I scored from here? You scored from here before? Don't lie, no, because. All right. No. Yes. I wonder if you could. All right, come. I feel like. Try to score. All right. That was easy. Next time, I feel like I was spinning like 20 times your barrier. I find like you do that too easy. No, your money sure. You must get money. So, you want money now? All right, now I'm going to get money. Should get money now. Hold this. So tomorrow in school, Jabari, you could like buy food for girls, everybody. Could supply all your friends with snacks, drinks, you know? All right, tell me something now. Tell me something before you leave. You can buy it. Huh? You're not sure? So you're going to school with it? Or you can save it? Let your mother take that from you. You know your mother? Wait, now, there's your mommy here? There's your mommy here? Mommy, you're going to take your son money?
No.
You're letting him keep his money? You're letting him go to school with it? You're not letting him go to school with his own money?
No.
Why?
Because.
But you want to go to school just one out there? All right, cool. Okay. Right, all this easy to win money here in the GA Super Cup. Okay, so Yeah, anybody getting money? Well, if you like to do this, yeah? With the instrument, with the...
Come, let me see it right. Come. All I get married then. I go tutum tum tutum tutum. Wait, hold on. Our Congos man, our East man. All let me give him something. Remember this is the vibes rhythm band, right? When we come out for vibes. Hurry up. Yeah, we playing. Alekating. Wait now, you good, you lie to him, man, you lie to him, man, you're good, man. You're lying to him, man. He try to scare and he tried to tell we can't play it, but all right.
To be honest, I really wanted to play the drums, but you know, I want to be too pushy now. I really wanted to get a little, but go ahead, now go ahead. Next week Sunday for sure. Right, so the second half, getting ready to start.
And we are back at the Marvin Lee Stadium. It's Steelers versus Eagles. Eagles in orange, Steelers in black. It's 0-0 here. I don't think it's going to be a goalless draw, but that's what the score line is suggesting thus far, Liu.
Yeah, definitely. I think the fans here, they've come with an excitement, as you rightfully said in the first half. The rhythm section really set the pace. And I think as neutral fans, they wouldn't want to have a 0-0 draw.
And Shaki Long showing his strength on the ball here. Plays it back to Ozasi. Ozasi, is he going to do a little trickery? He waits for his Baptiste, and Baptiste showing his space again, and is he go? Wonderful defending there. And now they have time and space, and they're going to drive forward here. And now he plays it to Charles, but that wasn't very wise play there by the right back. Now there's a lot of time and space now for Joel. Plays it for Colleen Young. Back to Joel on the right flank here for the Eagles. Now all the way across to the left flank. I think that's Elcock looking for some creativity, trying to inject some creative spark into the Eagles' attack, but nothing doing there. And Kerry Daniel showing that he can be calm on it as well. Very skillful Kerry Daniel, the number 10.
He's a skillful player, and I think running at both teams starting off the second half, just kind of getting back in the groove. You could see them knocking around the ball, not afraid to use the keepers, but it has been a bit sloppy as well. Few giveaways in the midfield, as we can see here again, as play breaks down, but both teams have started off at a medium pace.
And now we have Ozasi. I think he should have went forward at it, and now is he going to have a spank here? He doesn't. He plays it now. Glenn Walker. Wonderful defending, and now Isaac. He can play forward, and he plays it to Prowse. Just played it behind him. And that should be a Steelers throw. Nathaniel. Plays it to Javon. Javon plays a long ball, but that's unfortunately intercepted.
One thing we do hope, Renwin, and we mentioned it earlier, is that we hope to see a lot of more creativity and quality in the final third for both teams. Haven't been too many clear-cut chances, shots on target, haven't been able to work the keepers, have either of these teams, and we really do hope to see that second half.
And now Phillips, he has time, and he's going to play it inside, he cuts back, and he's going to have a spunk, he does! That's very easy there. Nothing really challenging again in the final third. They're reaching the final third, but it's one taking chances. It's up to the mark that we normally see from these two sides of you.
Definitely, and I think credit to the Western Eagles defense for being so disciplined there. Philip really didn't have many options, but it was much more positive play from him.
And now this looks like something more that should have been in front of Isaac. But he pulls it back and he swings it in, and now it's Prowse, and now it's Phillips is going to fall. Oh, that was an easy chance. That should have been much better there. I think the linesman is actually calling for offside.
Yeah, I think he was offside there, but Renren, must be said, a much more positive approach here from the Sawa Steelers. I mean, Philip getting 2 quick chances, and that's what you want to see. You want to see our attackers put in pressure, instilling fear in the opposition defenders, and that's exactly what Philip has done in his past 2 chances right there.
Yes, it is there. The referee having none of it there. The number 5, Kieran Matthews. Our referee Backus hasn't been stopping the play a lot. He has been letting the play flow. Letting us go to the rhythm section here.
And we love to see that referees, when they just let the play flow. Sometimes it can really kill the game when referees are just blowing for fouls every minute, dishing out cards. And I think the fans especially will be glad to see a constant flow of football being played. A great mention that you made there, Renwin.
And that's a beautiful ball for Baptiste. And now we got a penalty. Yes, it is, and that's the speed of Baptiste again, almost Garrett Bale-like. And I think that's direct orders from St. Louis.
Yeah, Renwin, and we spoke about it in the first half, coming down to the end of it. We said, would Kareem Batiste be able to get into that final third? Would he be able to cause some problems? So said, so done. He's won his team a penalty. And an absolutely golden opportunity here for the Western Eagles to make it 1-0.
St. Louis would be distraught here, the Steelers coach. And Alistair is definitely going to be excited to see that this one is going to go in back in the net from his coaching tactics. And I think that's That's Walker on top of it, and that's the blow. Is he gonna score? Oh my word. That's more than disappointing there by Glenn Walker. He spoke so highly of him in the intro to this game, and that's a replay you will never want to see again, Neil.
Well, I'll tell you what, Renwin, that is disappointment at the highest level. I mean, we all miss penalties as footballers, but Walker will be disappointed. I think Kareem Batiste maybe a bit disappointed too, all his hard work going down the drain. But nevertheless, brilliant start to the second half. We've seen chances here from Sawa Steelers. We've seen the penalty missed, unfortunately, for the Western Eagles, but definitely the vibe picking back up here in the Marvin Lee Stadium in the beginning of the second half.
Still influence of the rhythm section. Definitely giving me a little bounce in the commentary box here, ladies. But nevertheless, we have Ash. That's offside. Right, the call by Prudence. Now Kerry Daniel immediately counter-attack. Philip Jackson for it. Daniel looking for support. Kerry back on it now, Bill on the play. Proud Jackson to it. Turns now, he drives. He has Kerry. He has Philip on it. And Philip, is he going to play it in for Charles? He plays it one time. Charles has a touch. Is he going to finish? Oh, what a save! That's a safe save there. Enlightenment of the audience.
Tell you what, Renwin, this is great football being played here. I mean, an absolute contrast to the first half. It's end-to-end stuff, almost that like a basketball game. And again, you could see Philip getting in behind, causing problems for the Western Eagles defense.
That's a wonderful ball. This is a Shaki. Is he gonna shoot? Why has he let go of trouble there? Sit up. At least I would drive the keeper. At least I thought he would have loved him there. Shaki along. But Steven is back on it nevertheless. Terry Daniel showing that he can bounce it around. Philippine centre back not on the same page there. Eagles having some possession in the back. Baptiste waiting for the main walk. Unfortunately, he missed the penalty, but I think he's going to try to do something to redeem himself here. Baptiste back on it. Plays a long ball all the way across, stunning the Steelers defenders. Kalim Young at time and space. He comes inside Kalim Young, and he's driving inside here now. But wonderful run back there from Pope. Beautiful defending there from Pope Leo.
It's excellent defending. An opportunity here for the Steelers, but the pass just wasn't pinpoint enough for Philip.
Again, Philip not on the same wavelength with one of his teammates. That was a bit dangerous there from dangerous on Timothy. Could have lost out on it there to Charles. Up. Good drop of the shoulder by Ozasi. Plays it back to the centre back now. Schoon asking for it. I think that's actually he played it forward to Glenn Walker, but his touch wasn't helpful in that moment. Now Steelers have some sort of possession here now. I must say, the two sides are very compact in the midfield. Look at them. And which of the two teams are very compact. That might be the reason. And now Phillips, beautiful ball. Is he going to catch it here, Philip? He does. And is he going to put this counter pass under pressure? Plays it to Prowse. Prowse back to Philip. Is he going to swing it in here now? Pope. Is it to Kerry Daniel? And definitely Steelers have got the place here. Put a foot on the gas. Axel for an unnecessary tug in the back there by Akimash. I think we have a substitution.
Look like it's going to be a double substitution here for the Western Eagles. The number 15, Jamil Hardy coming on. Joshua Schoon making way. As well as the number 10. Coming on there for Shaki Long.
Shaki Long coming off here. He has had a wonderful game. So the strength in the middle of the park. But Pope on it now. He's going to swing it in. Philip. What's that on it here to Ash? And that's a foul. Most definitely. But we have had the injection of 2 new players for the Eagles league. Anything expected from some of these players?
Well, it's a tactical switch here from the coach of the Western Eagles. You expect to see these players have some sort of impact. I mean, to come on here at this time when it's 0-0, definitely some sort of creativity or some sort of fire being injected into this Eagles team. Definitely can be a substitution to shore up things. It's both teams looking to get that victory.
Cross on it here now, is that offside? And Isaac knew he was offside, that's why he didn't touch it. And play continues. The clean season goal. Just running across. Calmly. To Akimash. Akimash, the centre back, has been poised. Has been very controlled. Oh, that's very scary there. That's a handball actually. I think that probably deserves a card. Keelan Bacchus, the referee, has to calm things down a bit here in the Marvel League. Getting a little edgy. And now we're going to see Prowse. Oh, that's a quick play. He swings it in. That's how is that going? I'm not even sure what happened actually. How did that not go in the U?
Well, in the end, there's an offside there, but what a save from Kern Caesar. Nearly point blank there and keeping his team out. I mean, there was a question of the offside, but nevertheless, excellent goalkeeping from Kern Caesar.
I think it's a double point blank save, Leo. It just happened so fast, you couldn't see it. Now, Baptiste have been playing really well. Prowse, is he going to let go the trunk of Prowse? Good defending now, Pascal. He has a wicked left foot. He has been pressured and harried by the Eagles defenders. And to Pascal's amazement, the referee points in the Eagles' direction for the throw-in. It's a long ball to Glenn Walker. Glenn will be disappointed that he had a chance to put his team on top and then make themselves in the crucial moment here. And the referee's spotting a handball. Zassi needs to watch how close he is to the ball here. The referee needs to really put a stop on leniency. Gary Daniel building the play again like he usually does. Is he going to play Philip? Is he going to do just something up? Prowse on it now. Picking it up. To the right back. Isaac now on it. That the ball went out over the white line. Any teams that take might do something here, change up the scoreline? Any other teams for you?
Well, I do think that the Steelers seem to be having their tails up right now. I think Philip has definitely been a threat for the whole game in the first half and in the second. And I think if something is to come from the Steelers, it may be through him. He has been the one who's able to boost through the Western Eagles defense. Not to forget Kareem Batiste, who of course won the penalty for the Western Eagles, and I think they will be using him if they want to get a little more action into their game, but it seems to be an injury here for one of the Steelers players. Sickening.
I think it's the number 8. Number 8 here, Prida Williams. He isn't looking too well out there.
Seems to have gotten back to his feet. That's a good sign, always a good sign. The physio's making it a long way. I think they'll have to make a long way back again, Renman.
Yeah, Keita Williams just holding his left calf. Playing with it a bit. I think he should be good. I don't see any issues with him discontinuing playing here, Liu. I think the referee signals the recommencement of the game, and Prowse again, obviously, on it. You've called his name so much tonight, Liu. You really have hassled and harried the midfield. And Philip gets back with his right foot. Plays it short. Is he going to play back Phillips? Well done again from Prowse. Is he going to drive at Akeem? He does. Drop on the shoulder and he's going to left. Should have swinged it in there. I think he should have swiped his left foot.
I think in the end, it's excellent defense from Akimash. Philip again showing his talent there, but I think he could have released the ball a little earlier. And the fact that he took so long gave Ash the time to recover and do the good bit of defending.
I think this is Steelers' first corner here, Liu. Hopefully, if they can conjure something out, this would be a surprise. And he swings it in an ideal position. But Kern Caesar anticipated it well, and he plays a wonderful distribution, I must say. And this has been what a true ball. And now, Glenn Walker, is he going to make up for the chance lost? Yes, he does. Glenn Walker definitely threw away the penalty, but he's showing why. Saying why. He repraised himself here, Leo. What
Make some noise for Western Eagles. Glenn Walker, a.k.a. Chubby. 1-0.
As we definitely heard the announcer just say there, Glenn Walker redeeming himself. He missed the penalty. He rightfully said, Renwin. Wonderful strike, as you can see here. The ball was played. A wonderful ball again from Kern Caesar. Beat the defense. The flick on there was excellent, and Walker finishing nicely there. The keeper got a hand, but it wasn't strong enough there, Renwin, and it's 1-0 to the Western Eagles.
Again, I think this is definitely a man of the match performance by Baptiste. He has been off the charts today in terms of that speed. He was the header that headed on to Glenn Walker just by his sheer speed. Baptiste.
I think Kareem Baptiste said, well, you can't take the penalty. I'll flick it on for you to score an open play. And Glenn Walker definitely obliged.
He has to oblige. Threw away a penalty. But back to the action. And I must say, Kern Caesar, he has been about 4 hands in the back for Eagles. He's been playing really well to you as well.
I've also been impressed with Kern Caesar's footwork. A bit similar to Isaiah Williams, who we've seen performing well for the W Connection boys.
I must mention, Philip, his game just hasn't ticked the way he wanted it today. Definitely mightn't be as impressed as his past games. And now Pope, he plays it to Prowse, and we see a little bit of injection here now into the step and speed, and we have a swipe by Isaac. But good defending there by a short pass by Ozasi was a little bit on the soft side, and Isaac isn't going to spank it. He's going to swing it in. He has a shot. Wonderful defending by Elcock there. What a sliding defensive challenge block in the corner.
Brilliant block there from Elcock, sliding, showing the heart and soul. They've gone up 1-0, and he doesn't want to concede any quick goals because it could shift the momentum any minute now. But excellent play there from Elcock, protecting his keeper, protecting his box, and protecting his team's clean sheet.
Elcock most definitely. That was definitely, I mean, I stand up and clap sliding challenges like that. It was a block, a sliding block, that is. But those kind of blocks is what save games, and he put his body on the line there, Elcock. I mean, Lee Elcock.
Seems as if there's a problem with the ball here, and I don't know if it's been deflated or what, but it's been sent off the field and it's delaying play as of now.
Well, if I was to pick a team, I asked you the question, I would have said Eagles, because they have been getting some very high quality chances in the second half. Unlike the first, penalty being one, obviously.
And as the corner's been taking, I'm getting word here that the Eagles are set to make yet another substitution. It looks like it's going to be Lekion Ellie coming on in a few moments to come.
Slash clearance away from the Eagles box there. Oh, not as controlled as we normally see them do. And it's Pascal, he's going to throw it long into the box. And he does. Wonderful attempted header by Prowse, and he goes up again. The referee doesn't call. Pascal, is he going to let go the truckle? He doesn't. Oh, Prowse, he lets go. And now Juan, he has it, and is he going to spank it? He does from a very long distance. Again, the Eagles putting their body on the line and put back on it now. Kerry Daniel plays a true ball now to Pascal. Is he going to go over the keeper? Yes, he does. Unfortunately, it's offside. Everyone in the stands amazed. Everyone in the stands ready to clap to you, but unfortunately, Samantha, the female linesman, put up a flag there.
Well, it was a decent finish there from Pascal. Excellent finish. Was able to beat the oncoming Kern Caesar, but unfortunately, as he looked to commence his celebration, it was cut short by the checkered flag being raised.
And we are going to see the introduction, well, the outroduction, I should say, for Ozasi. He has played well. He has been electrifying. He's going to be replaced by number 14, Eli. And I'm guessing he's going to go up the flank unless there's a formation change by Alistair, the coach for Eagles. And Kerry Baptiste, he's been so fast. And he shows his strength there and he gets a corner out of it. Does he get a corner out? Actually, no. Keelan Barker saying, no, it's a goal kick. And he starts it quickly now. Now that Eagles have scored, we have seen a pep in the step from Steelers lead.
Definitely trying to pose a response, and it seems as if the Western Eagles are looking to protect this 1-0 lead here. It seems as if the substitute who came on there, Lekion Eli, seems to be holding a deep midfield position, probably an experienced player just to shore up things in the midfield there so that there aren't any careless mistakes for the boys in orange.
That's correctly. And now we see them immediately on the ball here. Keelan Eli, he has dried forward immediately. I don't know if it's surprising to see anything. I think it's just a touch on Charles. Try to step over there. Now time and space now for Eagles. And now, wonderful defending. There now Prowse on it, and he has Phillips to play Pascal, and he plays him. And I think he should play Charles one time immediately. Oh, that's not the right decision, but Pascal, is he going to spank it? He does, but again, the quality of the final shot. The shot was trapped there by Kern Charles.
Yeah, was definitely putting a spot of border there was Kern Charles, but I think Philip, he had the opportunity to put it across the face of the goal, and I think Jaden Charles was there. I'm not sure. There may have been a hint of offside, but we have yet another injury here for the Samoa Steelers. I think this time the physios may have something to do. It seems to be.
What do you think about Glenn Walker redeeming himself?
Yeah, definitely a wonderful goal from Glenn Walker again. I mean, the penalty miss was very disappointing. It was well wide of the post, and I think it shows mental toughness from Glenn Walker to come back after such a dreadful miss and to score. I mean, it's not easy when you miss a penalty on the big stage. And to come back and have that composure in front of goal is absolutely amazing. As you rightfully said, Renwin, Kareem Batiste, how excellent has he been? I mean, he's created the two major chances for the Western Eagles, and of course the second one leading to a goal.
Kareem Batista, he has been the definite standout player here for the Eagles. He has a speed I've never seen. I've seen it very little running his speed. And the coach right now is having a conversation, Alistair, with Batiste. Kareem.
Really do hope, though, that Williams is okay. We saw him go down a little earlier. Could be an addition to what happened earlier, because we did see him come up on his feet, and now seems to be struggling, and it could be a substitution. I'm seeing the number 13 here for the Samoa Steelers, Johan Perraus. We have two Perraus in the field coming on. And
I mean, they're clearly related, Liu.
an opportunity here for Johan Perraus to show some of his skill. It's definitely disappointing to see a player coming off, but sometimes it poses and gives an opportunity to some players to shine their light.
Johan, and now we have Baptiste again with his speed, and is that a foul? Rightfully so.
Seems to actually be a tactical switch here from the Western Eagles. Batista's moved over to this right-hand side. An opportunity here for the Western Eagles to maybe increase their lead if they're able to put in a dangerous ball into the box.
Looks like Samuel's over it now. Samuel, the number 10. Surprised he too wasn't on the starting sheet. Samuel. He's a player definitely. Could make a change here, Liu. Another substitution here for the Steelers. That's the introduction of the number 11, Caden Marchant.
As well as the number 17, Jamel John. And surprised to see Phillips actually coming off the field. I thought he was a bright spark for the Samoa Steelers, but I guess the coach said that's enough.
To me, he wasn't ticking as much. He was off the links with some of his teammates. But Pascal now on it. Plays it to the number 17, the new introduction. Wonderful interception there by Prowse, Johan Prowse. He plays it to Samuel, but that's brilliant defending again. And now is this going to be a good true ball? And yes, the number 17, John, is he going to go to the keeper? Oh, again. We have another Emmanuel Neuer. Kern Caesar showing why you need to have that visual perception, that you need to come out of the box and intercept some of the wrong passes.
Sweeper keeper Kern Caesar, they call him, as of now. Excellent goalkeeping there from the Western Eagles goalkeeper.
Long throw from the Eagles. At 76 minutes play, I wonder if the Samoa Steelers to conjure up something to just get one back, or is the Western Eagles going to push forward? You mentioned that. Oh, look at the speed here of this lad. He's literally outrunning, and what a sliding challenge there by Ash. I didn't see anything wrong with that. I think the lineswoman wasn't totally on the mark there. She probably would have seen an infringement. She's closer to the ball than me.
Definitely, but some excellent pace shown there again. And a dangerous opportunity here for the Samoa Steelers. I mean, they can get some quality in the box here. The center backs are moving forward. The likes of...
I must say there, Lee, I didn't see much wrong with that challenge, though, from Ash. You would be upset if something happened from this.
The height of Kieran Matthews could be danger here. He's calling for it.
And again, keeper sweeper Kern Caesar comes out. And Baptiste, he has the speed. Is he going to drive forward? Is he going to show it? If you let that dog out, that's a very smart foul there by Glenn Walker. I didn't see much wrong, but how he put his body between the man and the lad. Referee had to call, even though he himself went over. And Samuel now. Oh, just he wasn't on the same wavelength as Good and Pascal now. To Prowse. Is that a good true ball? Is he going to meet it again here, John? John, is he going to trap it and turn and beat his lad? He traps it. Strong challenge there by Baptiste. Ruan went up there in the fans a bit there, Leo.
Really has been impressive as Kareem Baptiste. I mean, we've seen him forward and now we've seen him throw the ball miles. Also showing some of his defensive qualities as well as Kareem Baptiste. Definitely do think if there is a shout for the man of the match and if the Eagles are able to pull off this victory, he's definitely in for a shout, is Kareem Baptiste.
Most definitely. He's by far the most standout player. And I think they should play Kareem Baptiste. And he's going to use his speed now. Oh, that's really tight for me. The thing is, he doesn't need to... He has that extra inch on because of his speed, so he could hold back on the throttle a bit there. A little premature there from Kareem, but again, Kareem Baptiste showing his offensive work, showing his defensive work. He's been bouncing in and around the pitch, changing formation, sometimes playing right centre back, sometimes playing on the right flank, sometimes playing left back. The coach almost gives him that roaming ability. Leo.
Absolutely, absolutely. And he's been excellent as the number 6 for the Western Eagles. And it also shows that his teammates looking for him all the time because he's been on the ball a lot and they know his quality.
Now, Prass, is he going to play the true ball? He actually steps over, but I think he should have attempted that true ball there. And now we are seeing Kalim Young on the left flank now. A couple of step overs. Ooh, that was a close one. Just ricocheted off of Glenn Walker's hand.
Tell you what though, Renwin. I think Padasi got a bit fortunate there that it was a handball because he did mistime the ball, and if not, could have been another opportunity for the Western Eagles to get in on goal. And again,
we have a new introduction here again. Ashim Roach, number 11, going to be introduced for Kalim Young. Like I was saying, Leo, I think the Eagles just had a little bit of edge over the Steelers in the first half. Just the quality of both teams' chances were very low, but we've clearly seen a big difference now in the second half. Since the chances, the quality went up a bit. And the ball is immediately thrown in, and they're actually chilling from John. But Charles wasn't on the same wavelength as John. Good tug and tussle there. Pascal is going to play through ball. Charles, the right one keeps down his flag. Now John is going to swing it in. He swings it in, John, yeah. And Isaac, is he going to pipe it? Is he pushed? Now good defending and wonderful clearance. Settle things down. And now John up back on it again. He has come on and make a difference here, John. Is he going to tap his shoulder? Is he going to beat him? Here now, is he going to spank it here? Plays it back to Charles. That's a wonderful through ball to Prowse. Is he going to finish here, Prowse? Oh no, it's not Prowse actually. Yes, it's Juan Prowse. I was thinking Nathaniel Prowse. Yeah, brothers. So they do look familiar to you.
tell you what though, Ren, when Kieran Matthews getting forward there, playing a beautiful ball over the top of the centre box, centre back for Johan Perraus, and the Steelers looking to steal back something here in this game.
Very smart play there from Nathaniel Prowse again. He too have been a step above the rest in terms of controlling the game and managing the players around him. Daniel Prowse plays it in. Wonderful header shot. Oh, that's wonderful save again. Is that a save or off the post? It's actually off the post. He'll be disappointed there. And Prowse playing the through ball again. Wonderful defending by Samuel now. Plays it forward and there's a lot of space and time. And he plays it back to Samuel. Is he going to finish off the shot? A sliding challenge by Pope. What a sliding challenge that is. Last ditch Leo.
Well, that is excellent football all around. I think it was Pardasi was the one who got the header there onto the upright. Kern Caesar was scrambling and then a wonderful counter-attack from the Western Eagles and a crunching goal-saving tackle there from Pope. Could that make a difference? Could that keep his team in the game? Well, it's a corner here for the Western Eagles. They're still on the front foot.
And I'm seeing the Western Eagles using the time management tactic. Really long to swing it in the air, pulling up the socks. Making sure your boots are tight before you swing it in. That's the way sometimes, very smart play. He does swing it in. He's in the best there. And actually now his eyes up. He has some speed. Can't advance counter attack he does, and now he comes inside and he's going to play John one time now. He builds the play and puts in the direction to play it forward. John now on it. He has come down and made a chance of difference, but that was a weak swinging play there. Actually went out before he swinged in. Disappointment there, John.
Not quite sure why John let it run out. I think he was trying to get the ball to get into his feet so that he can make that one-time cross, but I think he made the wrong decision. Should have taken it into his stride and taken on the defender.
Oh, that's a hard challenge in the back Baptiste. He's going to drive, and that's what I want to see him do. I want to see him drive. I want to see him take on everyone. Baptiste, he takes on one, takes on two. But Keeler at the back, the referee said nothing wrong with that challenge. And now we have Cook, the number 4. On the left flank of Steelers. He can drive forward. He has a lot of support. Juan. Prowse coming again to support too as well. He's a long ball also. Now it's in the air, now they're trying to come on. Isaac pumps on his play and now he played it to Charles. But all of the Eagle defenders surrounding Charles there. And Charles has another chance to swing it in the box. He does swing it in the box. Wonderful header clearance. He can have a shot there. The pressure from the Steels has drastically increased. And as the Trinidadians say, pressure will eventually burst pipe.
And as we get into the losing in on the 86th minute and 85 minutes have gone here at the Marvin Lee Stadium, and the Steelers really getting their teeth into this one, trying to get that all-important equalizing goal.
Isaac with a long ball in, and no! What a... Is that a handball? Why didn't you try the shot there, John? Coach Brian is disappointed, heavily disappointed. Actually frustrated. That's what comes out of that chance. And now Baptiste, and I want to see him drive again. I would have wanted him to drive. He plays a beautiful ball to Samuel. Why did Samuel continue running? Just on the long side for him. I think some of the fans wanted to see him run down goal to you.
I wasn't sure if Samuel, or rather, I wasn't sure if Samuel lost some legs there. He was a substitute. I'm not sure if he's tired or if he thought he was probably offside and didn't bother to continue his run.
Pascal has a beautiful touch. He has John back to Pascal. Again, Eagles defense. They tackle in swarms. Definitely. Actually still doesn't get it. And he's going to run away because he has speed. And the referee should blow. He doesn't blow. He says play on Pope. Actually getting a better Baptiste of it. What a lash this challenge here by Ash. Hakim Ash. He has played simple today as well. Very effective in his play. Very smart. They might keep the seat for Juan Caesar. Baptiste again, look at that by Baptiste. And he's going to run it down when Baptiste still has it now, Baptiste. This man is just off the chart, and that has to be a foul. Baptiste is just playing really well with you. I'm really
See him?
Garrett May like.
I think he seems edgy in the second half here, Edwin. I mean, he's running, he's looking like a superstar. Out there's Baptiste, the strength, the pace, the drive. And winning a foul here high up the pitch for his team. As we come into the closing minutes of the 90 here in the Marvin Lee Stadium. And it's going to be Batista swinging in once again.
And he plays his shot, which wasn't surprising because he didn't want to keep it and he fell over there. Eli. And Isaac. Paradise. On that flank here for Steelers. As Book drives forward a little bit, Connor's for the win, but he still keeps it here. And he has John in support. John should drive forward. John does drive forward, and now it's just swinging it with his left foot. Swings it in back short. And is he going to shoot? Why doesn't he shoot? Charles and now Pascal. Oh, just over the bar there by Pascal. I think he should have done better there, Lee. Lean back a little bit too much.
Well, I think it's a wonderful move by the Steelers. John with an excellent ball. The cutback really beat all the defenders. It beat Charles and all. Couldn't get his shot away, but did well in the end to get it into Pascal, who had an absolutely golden opportunity to equalize for his team. Decent shot, but not enough, of course, to make it 1-1.
I think he leaned back a bit too much. If he had his head over the ball, and I know it was a bit behind him, but he could have done better there. And we have a new introduction.
And it's Jelani Cielto, the number 4 coming on there for the Eagles. I think this is definitely a defensive move here.
Isaac as well, coming off for Javan Lynch. Isaac has been going down the right flanks for Steelers. He has been asking a couple of questions, but I think simply said, good shift, son. And he brought on Lynch. And now John has it back now. Actually, that's Isaac. I thought Isaac came up, but he's still on. He just switched flanks there. Isaac.
Tactical switch, and the Steelers really getting into this one here. Could it be a question of too little too late? Or could it be a question of getting the goal at the right time to kill off the game and end it in a draw? Redwin.
That's a beautiful switch play there by Pascal, but just didn't read the play there, Liu.
And some relief here for the Western Eagles as the ball goes off of a Steelers player, Kern Caesar. And his defense will be in no rush to take this one. As you can see there, going all the way in the back of the Marvin Lee infrastructure to receive that ball there.
I would have done the same to you.
Case
Take
of
my time, I'll put the ball on the ground. I would clear the dust in front of the ball.
game management is called. You see it in the Premier League all the time when teams have that all-important 1-0 lead.
And this is crazy here now. Glenn Walker has been gifted a chance here. He cuts back. And if he got to pipe it, Lynch doesn't pipe it. He plays it to Samuel. Samuel eventually pipes it. On the left side of the goalpost.
We have 1 minute stoppage time.
And as we heard the announcer say there, 1 more minute stoppage time here in the Marvin Lee Stadium between the Western Eagles and the Sawa Steelers. Still 1-0 here to the Western Eagles. Do you think there's enough time, Renwin, for the Steelers to steal something at the end here from the Eagles?
Yeah, well, they have been making some changes here. Seeing Isaac coming on the next side, and he plays it across to Prowse. But easily intercepting it out. Ben Walker, he's going to take his time. He's not going to rush it. He's going to bounce it around, and that's very smart by Walker. Actually, he lost it out. There, Walker. Now Prowse plays it forward to the right flank. That's a new guy that came on and cuts inside, and wow, he drops his shoulder. Now he plays it to Prowse. Prowse turns on his left foot. Is he going to bounce it off to Pascal? He doesn't. He still has it here, Prowse. Think he should let it go. He does eventually. And now John. Jamil John. Plays it to Isaac. Now Prowse. Just on it with your foot. And it's, oh, that's a brilliant true ball. Is he going to get it? Wow. That header was last ditch. That was the reason why Kern Caesar was able to get it there. Beautiful header out. There by the number 2. And Baptiste again with the speed. Baptiste is driving here. Baptiste is just going, he's not stopping Baptiste. He's still going here, Baptiste. Look at the speed of this man. Still has it now, he goes down low to the corner flag, no waste time. This lad has just been playing so well today. It's almost like he's in a whole other division.
Definitely. I mean, this is the 91st minute of the game. He's been running, he's started, and his energy looks absolutely supreme. And I think any minute now, the referee, all eyes on the referee as the referee blows his whistle. And the final 3 blows of the whistle. And it ends.
Western Eagles.
And the Western Eagles come out victorious in this all-important encounter against the Sawa Steelers. The first game here of the competition. And the Western Eagles have pinched a result here. Glenn Walker with the all-important goal for his team. Of course, missing a penalty early on in the first half. Notable mention of Kareem Batiste, who has been absolutely excellent, Renwin, if you ask me. I think. Well, I've just been contradicted by the announcer. Just about to say that Kareem Batiste was the one who should have gotten the man of the match. But of course, Glenn Walker getting that goal there to win the team for his game. But at the end of it all,
Afternoon, Mr. Glenn Walker.
an absolutely amazing performance from both teams coming down to the end there. The Sawa Steelers doing excellently, but the Western Eagles just pipping them in the end. And this one ends 1-0 to the Western Eagles. And we'll be back for the second game of the night at 8 p.m. Don't go anywhere. The atmosphere is cracking in the Marvin Lee Stadium.
Well, the coachman just tell us, well,
a demonstration. Her waistline is on rotation. We just getting started. She used to intoxication. Now she want feel penetration. Send me wait up for your location. Then me say, hey, bend your back. Every tick for your tick, every tack for your tack. Make your waistline working. She had Caribbean background, but right now she live a Brooklyn. She see my song this so God tonight gonna be everlasting. She give me the mad look cause nigga just reach her system. She say she want hold me. Oh, 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 hold me. She say she want hold me. Oh, 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 hold me. Yeah, you can't control me. Babes, yes, you can hold me. Hold me. Oh, 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 hold me. Oh, girl, I wind up for me like she just get permission to left the yard. Then she go on and say that she not afraid of that girl a long time now for your rock broad. Hey, she knows I got my girl and she's not being disrespectful. This is our chance in a lifetime and right now it's just
French vanilla, French vanilla, French vanilla, flavor, flavor. French vanilla, French vanilla, French vanilla, flavor, flavor. Girl, I need you, girl, I want you, girl, I love your flavor, flavor. French vanilla, French vanilla. Instruction sign, hey, girl. Come bubble on the pot now. Bubble on the pot now, hey. Just wine on the spot now. Bubble on the spot now. You got me saying, oh, oh, oh. Is there any single girls in the party tonight? French vanilla, French vanilla, French vanilla, flavor, flavor. French vanilla, French vanilla, French vanilla, flavor, flavor. Girl, I need you, girl, I want you, girl, I love your flavor, flavor. French vanilla, French vanilla, French vanilla. I like your lips, your waist, where you wetting up the place. I want to lick your thighs and I never tell no lie. I like your flavor. Flavor, 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 flavor. Boy, why you so hard on me? 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 No matter what I do, you're just jamming me, jamming, you're just jamming me. Whole night up on me. You're just up on me. But I like it when you push me to the limit. You say you know I could do better. You bring on the best in me. Why you so hard on me? 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 No matter what I do, you're just jamming me, jamming, you're just jamming me. Whole night up on me. You're just up on me. You tell me don't take it personal. You have so much potential. With just a little bit more effort, it's full credential. Why you so hard on me? 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 Why you so hard?
Girl, they see kitty cat that have me still here. Otherwise I would have gone long time. They see kitty cat that have me still here. Otherwise I would have gone long time. I can't take the fussing and I can't take the fighting. I can't take the nee. I can't take the headache. I can't take the heartache. Can't take the nagging, baby. If it wasn't for the kitty cat girl, I would have gone long time. I never have the kitty cat girl, or else I would have gone one time. They say I hook, I not cook. I just love how the kitty cat look. They say she put something in my meal, but I just love how the kitty cat feels. Come kitty, come to me, come to me.